Hi, myself P. Prasad, working as assistant professor in civil engineering department, Mlritm college. So today we have discussed about in the compass surveying and plane table surveying. Now go through the topics in compass surveying and plane table surveying. First, which topics are including in the compass surveying? Meridian, bearing, arbitrary, and traverse and closed traverse and open traverse, system of bearings, whole circle bearing system and quadrantal bearing system. Next, coming to the prismatic compass and surveyor compass. What are the parts including in the prismatic compass and surveyor compass? Next, coming to the what is the definition of compass surveying? Which survey is used to determining the angles in the ground surfaces, directions and angles in the ground surfaces with the help of compass. That type of survey is known as compass surveying. In compass surveying is preferred to the only invisible to survey the land like forest areas, hilly areas, terrain areas, etc. What is the main principle of compass surveying is traversing. What is traversing? The connected of number of survey lines is known as traversing. The starting point of the survey line is coincides with the ending point of the survey line is known as the traversing. Next, coming to the compass. What are the parts of compass? Let us see the compass. This is the prismatic compass. This prismatic compass is the circulated box is inserted into the pivot in the center point of the compass with the help of to fix the tripod stand. And this is the eye vein, objective vein. This is the crosshair in the compass. This is the readings in the compass. So in this prismatic compass, the readings are noted in the 0 degrees to 360 degrees. First we have to 0 degrees, next 90 degrees, next 180 degrees, next coming to the 270 degrees, next 360 degrees. Whole circle bearing system is including in the whole prismatic compass. Next, coming to the what is the key aspects in the prismatic compass? What is the purpose of prismatic compass used in the land surveying? It is mainly used for the forest areas and hilly areas, terrain areas and valley and invisible to survey the land. So that type of lands is surveyed by the prismatic compass. Next, coming to the surveyor compass. Next, coming to the survey compass. This is the surveyor compass. This is the prismatic compass. The variation between the prismatic compass and surveyor compass. In prismatic compass, the readings are taken into the prism only. That type of compass is known as prismatic compass. In surveyor compass, the readings are taken into the directly to be noted in the graduated box. In the surveyor compass, the readings are noted in the north reference to south reference line. So the readings are 0 to 90 degrees. North reference line to it can be denoted in the 0 degrees and south reference point to the 90 degrees. These are the surveyor compass. In the surveyor compass, the quadrilateral bearing reduced bearing system is acting in the compass surveying. Next, what are the types of traversing? These are the two types of traversing. First one, closed traverse and open traverse. In this closed traverse is the survey line, the starting point of the survey line is coincides with the ending point of the survey line. Starting point. So ending point. Survey line. It can be coincides. That type of traverse is known as closed traverse. Next, coming to the open traverse. The starting point of the survey line did not coincide with the ending point of the survey line. That type of traverse is known as open traverse. Next, whole circle bearing system and quadrilateral bearing system. The variation between the whole circle bearing system and quadrilateral bearing system. In whole circle bearing system, the horizontal angle which is made by the survey line with magnetic north is clockwise direction in the whole circle bearing system. In this whole circle bearing system is in the prismatic compass only. In quadrilateral bearing system, the horizontal angle is made by the 0 to 90 degrees. In the quadrilateral bearing system is introduced in the surveyor compass only. In whole circle bearing system is clockwise direction only. In this quadrilateral bearing system, the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction is formed in the quadrilateral bearing system. In whole circle bearing system, the values are 0 degrees at the north side and it can be clockwise direction to be formed in the 0 to 90 degrees, 90 degrees to 180 degrees, 180 degrees to 270 degrees, 270 degrees to 370 degrees. This is the whole circle bearing system. Next, coming to the quadrilateral bearing system. The value of quadrilateral bearing system reduced bearings are ranges from 0 degrees to 90 degrees only. That type of bearing system is known as quadrilateral bearing system, 0 to 90 degrees, 0 to 360 degrees. The example of whole circle bearing systems are 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 80 degrees, 120 degrees, 230 degrees and 320 degrees. These are the example bearings act in the whole circle bearing system. The examples of the quadrilateral bearing system with reduced bearings are 35 degrees, 49 degrees, 65 degrees, 25 degrees. This is acted in the surveyor compass only. This is the example diagrams on the whole circle bearing system and reduced bearing system. In whole circle bearing system is a magnetic north. This is the reference line. It can be denoted as 0 degrees. This is the 90 degrees, the 270 degrees. This is the 180 degrees. 180 degrees. This is the 270 degrees. The 360 degrees. The survey line angle made by the survey line magnetic north to survey line, it can be theta 1. Northeast, theta 1. Next, coming to the second quadrant. The angle made by the survey line to reference line is theta 2. South, theta 2 east. This is the second quadrant of the whole circle bearing system. Next, coming to the third quadrant, the angle made by the survey line to reference line of the north is theta 3. Southwest, south, theta 3 west. This is the third quadrant of the whole circle bearing system. Next, coming to the fourth quadrant, the angle made by the survey line and reference line is made by the theta 4. It can be denoted in the north, theta 4, west. This is the whole circle bearing system. Next, coming to the reduced bearing system, only 0 degrees to 90 degrees only. It can angle made by the north reference line and south reference line only. 0 degrees to 90 degrees, 0 degrees to 90 degrees. This is the second quadrant, first quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. This is the quadrilateral bearing system in the compass, surveyor compass. Next, coming to the whole circle bearing system and reduced bearing. Conversion of whole circle bearing values into the reduced bearing. So, for example, this is the whole circle bearing system. Third quadrant, southeast. So, whole circle bearing system equal to reduced bearing, first quadrant. This is the 180 degrees minus whole circle bearing system. This is the 270 180 degrees minus whole circle bearing system. 360 degrees minus whole circle bearing system. This is the clockwise direction is act in the whole circle bearing system. Now coming to the reduced bearing system, only north reference line to south reference line. The angle made by the north reference line or south reference line to the survey line is known as the reduced bearing system. This is the example whole circle bearing value, reduced bearing, quadrantal bearing value. Now locate the 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. This is the clockwise direction. Clockwise direction equal to 130 degrees. It can be converted into the reduced bearing. Reduced bearing equal to 180 minus whole circle bearing system. 180 minus 130 degrees equal to 50 degrees. This is the reduced bearing. Now coming to the whole circle bearing values and quadrantal bearing values. So for the example diagram in the quadrantal bearing systems and whole circle bearing values. Bearing of 45 degrees, 140 degrees, 227 degrees and 315 degrees. These are all the whole circle bearing values. These are all the quadrantal bearing system. 45 degrees. Next 40 degrees. How to get the 40 degrees? Reduced bearing equal to 180 degrees minus 140 degrees equal to 40 degrees. So this is the quadrantal bearing system. Next coming to the 227 degrees. 270 minus whole circle bearing value equal to quadrantal reduced bearing. Next coming to the last value of the quadrantal bearing is 45 degrees. Quadrantal bearing equal to 360 degrees minus 315 degrees equal to 45 degrees. This is the formula of quadrantal bearing system and whole circle bearing system values. Next, inclined angles. Included angles are measured with the compass. In this compass surveying, it can be formula included angle equal to back bearing of traversing line minus forebearing of the traversing line equal to included angle. Next coming to the what are the included angles find out in the ground surfaces. So for example, there is a pond, you have to measure the distance area, that type of land. You can plotting the all surroundings to fix the ranging rods or whatever it may be, identifying the ranging rods 1, 2, 3 to fix the instrument, center point of the land. You can choose the first survey line point, second survey line point, third survey line point. You can note the readings in the surveyor prismatic compass. Note down the readings, forebearing values and back bearing values. The included angle is forebearing, back bearing minus forebearing of survey line. Automatically find out the included angle of the compass. So what is the cross check formula of included angle? Sum of all included angles plus equal to 2 into n minus 1 into 90 degrees. This is the cross check formula of the included angles in the prismatic compass. Next, plane table surveying. What is plane table surveying? We can draw the dimensions or plotting the plan at the particular land. It can be simultaneously, you can graphical representation on the drawing sheet with the help of plane table. That type of survey is known as plane table surveying. This is the plane table surveying. Next coming to the parts. What are the parts including in the plane table surveying? Tripod stand, drawing table, drawing sheet, the plumb bob and rough compass, plumb bob, pencils and other accessories act in the plane table surveying. Now coming to the three experiments done in the plane table surveying. First one is radiation method, second one is intersection method, third one is 2-point problem method. In this radiation method, we can fix the irregular shape boundary in the land, you can find out the area of the regular shape of the land. To fix the center point of the land, fix the instrument, and you can fix the surroundings of the points with the help of ranging rods. To be noted the dimensions with the small scale dimensions simultaneously graphical representation on the drawing sheet. So you can automatically find out the area of the regular shape boundary on the plane table. Next, coming to the main equipments in the radiation method: plane table, rough compass, plumb bob, spirit bubble, tripod stand, drawing sheet, etc. Next, intersection method. Define intersection method act in the plane table surveying. In this intersection method uses the two stations to be located on the land. It can be not visible to survey that land. So on that situations you have to preferring the intersection method. So example diagram in the slide. To fix the A, B, the distance between 2 points. To fix the station 1, station 2. To find out the measurements on the drawing sheet, it can be shifted into the another station. Simultaneously same process act in the intersection method. Generally find out the principle of the intersection method, the distance between the A to B. Next, coming to the 2-point problem. In this 2-point problem method, in this radiation method and intersection method, third one is 2-point problem method in plane table surveying. In this 2-point problem method is a day orientation survey in that land. Day orientation means continuous survey on the land. So day 1, day 2, day 3, continuous process. So on that survey is preferred to 2-point problem orientation. So 2-point problem, day 1, day 2, day 3, continuous survey on that land. So for example, roads, construction of road survey and railway, etc. Any survey, continuous survey. So on that survey you have to prefer the 2-point problem method. Next, coming to the theodolite surveying. In this theodolite survey, which survey is used to determine the horizontal angles and vertical angles by using the theodolite? That survey is known as the theodolite surveying. This is the theodolite figure. Next, coming to the theodolite parts: telescope, eye vane, eyepiece, objective vane, spirit bubble. It can be used for the leveling of the instrument to fix the tripod stand. Next, coming to the horizontal circle and vertical circle and tilting of telescope. Next, coming to the vernier scale and main scale readings in the horizontal box. This is the foot screws with the help of the leveling of the instrument to fix on the tripod stand. Next, parts. Already we have discussing in the last slide. These are the parts of the theodolite. These are the two types of theodolites. First one is transist theodolite, second one is non-transist theodolite. In transist theodolite, it can be the telescope is revolving the horizontally revolving. So in this non-transist theodolite, the telescope is did not revolving in the instrument. So the type of theodolite is known as non-transist theodolite. The measurement of horizontal angles. These are the 3 methods acting in the theodolite surveying. What are the? First one, ordinary method of theodolite surveying. Second one, repetition method in theodolite surveying. Third one is reiteration method in the theodolite. These are the horizontal angles measured in the by using the theodolite surveying. This is the repetition method diagram in the theodolite surveying. Next, coming to the reiteration method of the theodolite surveying. These are the 3 figures acting on the theodolite surveying. Next class we have to discussing in the with briefly explaining the repetition method, reiteration method, and horizontal angle methods and tower height in the help of theodolite. So thank you.